Fala, galera do e-SporTV, Dupreeh ao meu lado. Gente, olha só que honra, já é o nosso terceiro jogador da Astralis, aquele que dominou tudo durante um ano. Então, thank you so much for having us, Dupreeh.
Welcome.
How did you start out in any game?
I mean, gaming has always been a part of me. I mean, I've always enjoyed playing video games. I think it started, obviously, as everyone else, with my brother. He liked to play video games, and then I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, you look up to your older brothers. And yeah, I just took it from there. I think it was really interesting. So I started playing a little bit on my own, and then
Which was the game?
I was in the beginning. It was mainly PlayStation. Actually, we played Medal of Honor in the beginning. It was like a first-person shooter, and then everything just turned like I played all kinds of random games. But Counter-Strike was like the game that I loved the most, and I felt I was good at. So.
And did your parents always approve of you being a pro player?
And it's a little bit of mix. Like in the beginning, they were having their doubts. They were saying, so. What, are you actually going to be able to live of this? Are you going to be able to make a career of this? And they were more focused on my schoolwork. They wanted me to have my career in school. But I just said to them, like, I think I'm actually really good at this game. I think I can make it. So just give me a little bit of time. Let me try and prove to you that I'm good enough. And yeah, here I am.
How old were you back then when you told them you wanted to start it out?
I think I was, I've been 21. I've always been good at Counter-Strike, but I never really saw it as a career option until I was 21. When the game, I think it was when CSGO was released, I was like, you can actually start making a living of this, you can actually start making something really good out of this. So I was like, I dropped out of my education, and that was a big blow for them. They were like, why did you do this? And I was like, I don't like what I'm doing. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing in my life. So I decided to try and do something else, and that was Counter-Strike. And I just wanted their acceptance in the beginning. I wanted them to be proud of what I did. In the beginning, it was hard. I think they were definitely proud, but at the same time, it was also to actually feel happiness in my own life.
Would you, if you stopped today, which is improbable, but what would you do? Like, what is your passion other than CS?
I have a weakness for aviation, so I would probably be studying to become a pilot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
I have once, yeah, but it was part of a I wouldn't say a social experiment. It was more like it was some content video we were doing with Astralis where we actually was allowed to fly. So obviously we had an instructor in the plane as well, but we were allowed to like take off with the plane and fly around and land the plane. It was really, really fun, and I really enjoyed it. But I just have this natural excitement and enjoyment of watching
planes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but that's how it is. Yeah.
How would you describe yourself in one word?
Goofy, probably. I think that's probably where I would go.
And how would you describe your teammates in one word?
So if I'm goofy, then you have Glaive. He's the structured one. Then you have Sipex is the structured one. Glaive is he's the experienced one. Then you have Device, skillful, Magisk, explosive.
How come?
He's just explosive, and it's obviously in a good way. But like when we play and in general in life, he likes to just be very outgoing. He likes to be explosive. He likes to make jokes about people. He likes to make jokes about himself. Like he's just very he's just fun to be around. You know, he has this very explosive amount of energy every time we play and all that stuff. So he's a guy with a lot of energy. So that's probably why I would get into that.
What is your life high point?
My life high point was definitely when we won the major in Katowice in March, especially because I had just lost my father at that point. He passed away a week before, or I went to the tournament the day after he passed away, and it was really hard for me because I've always had this fear that he would pass away close to a major, because so I thought it would actually mess with my head and I wouldn't be able to focus and maybe I wouldn't be able to go. But he assured me that he wanted me to go and all that stuff, so I went there and I won for myself but also for him, and that's probably that's the best career moment I've ever had.
And your life low point, it's probably that as well, right?
Yeah, you could say that. I think that is probably, it's a mixed feeling, because obviously it was very hard for me in my career, but at the same time I've also think that I've gotten stronger. I've learned a lot from it. Do
you consider yourself an extravagant person, like with money? Like if I had money, I would buy a plane.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, both yes and no. I do something spontaneous sometimes, but it's mostly like if I want to get something nice for myself, and I like electronics and stuff like that. So if I want to get a new TV, I just go out and buy a new TV. I don't really think about that. If there's a new game I want, I go out and do that. If I have a nice car already, but if I didn't have a nice car already, I would probably go and buy a nice car as well. But I mean, I'm also the type of guy that's actually very structured about my money. I want to make sure that I have a savings, I have my money invested at the same time. So I do also take care of my investments and actually trying to be really reasonable about my money.
Which player would you still love to play in the future?
Oh, there's a lot of people. I mean, I still think it's very funny to play against all the legends in terms of like Get Right and Forrest and Neo and, well, now Pasha is kind of out of there, but like all the legends that you've been watching playing for, I don't know, countless of hours before you became professional yourself. I think there's like something special to it, and when you play these persons, because at that time you looked so much up to them and you wanted to do what they were doing. And now all of a sudden you're sitting there playing against them. Sometimes you beat them, sometimes you lose. But I really hope that all these legends are going to stay in the game because they can learn the new generation of players that come into the game, how to play. And then whenever they feel like it's time to retire, they can hopefully do it with enough of, how do you say, like fulfillment in their career already, that they have won stuff, but they've also helped the newer generation to understand the game and actually develop an even better generation of Counter-Strike.
Could you gather your dream team without your teammates?
All right.
You can include one though.
Yes. I'd go for my in-game leader. I would definitely have Glaive. I think he's by far the best in-game leader you can ever imagine. Obviously, then I'm gonna pick some kind of star player. I think I'm gonna go with Saiwu at this point because he's playing really great. Then I'd probably take Elise from Liquid because he's also playing really good right now. Then I need a. Then I'll probably take Twist as well from Liquid. And then the last guy would be
yourself.
Could be myself. I'm not gonna say myself because that's gonna be like a little bit too egoistic. So the last player that I would pick would probably be someone like. That's a good question. I don't know, Nico probably from FaZe Clan? Or Rain, Nico or Rain.
And the last question, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received and from who?
The best piece of advice was from my father, quite ironically, but I think he always taught me to believe in myself, but also at the same time to always go for my dream. He always said to me that no matter what I do, he would always support me. Obviously, even though it was hard for him in the beginning to understand. The main reason I think for my parents to not understand why I decided to go for gaming was probably because they grew up in another generation where gaming never existed. And for them, they also always combined it with enjoyment, like obviously having fun, but nothing like you can actually make money off. So he always said that he would support me no matter what I did. So obviously that's the best advice I've always gotten, to go for the dream that I want, because I think that's something that holds a lot of people back, is that they don't dare to go for the dreams, even though it can be really, really hard in the beginning. The first couple of years can be really dark, but eventually if you actually fight enough for it and if you believe enough in yourself, it can actually become true.
I'm sorry, your favorite play?
My favorite play, like as an in-game?
Yeah.
That has to be my Deagle Ace in the Katowice Grand Final in 2017.
Okay, perfect. We'll show it there. And now quick questions, quick answers. Do you prefer movies or series?
Mixed, definitely mixed.
Beyonce or Jay-Z?
Neither.
What's your type of music?
I listen to all kinds of music. Whatever sounds good, that's what I pick.
Nuke or Train?
Nuke.
CT or terrorist?
CC.
Japanese food or barbecue?
Barbecue.
Simple or device?
Device.
Device or Cold Zero?
Also device.
Gaming house or gaming office?
Gaming office.
Dog or cat?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think I was a cat person, but now I'm more of a dog person.
Fame or money?
That's tough. Fame.
Instagram or Twitter?
I was a Twitter person, now I'm an Instagram person. So.
Okay, cool. So this space is yours to leave your Brazilian fans a message.
So hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys a really big appreciation of what we experienced in Sao Paulo. That was my first time ever in Brazil, and obviously we won the tournament there, so it was something really special. So it's something I hold very close to myself. It was really great to experience the atmosphere, despite that a lot of you guys maybe gave us a rough time, since obviously you maybe don't like us that much. But it was really cool to see that afterwards people came to us and said that it was just like how the Brazilian culture was, and there was nothing personal in it, and everyone really enjoyed us having us there. So I just want a big shout out to all you guys and fans out there, and say thank you for a great experience in Sao Paulo, and I hope that we will come back.
Yes, obrigada, gente. Thank you so much, Dupreeh.
Welcome.
Tchau.